Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make a very quick card using the Simon Says stamp January 2026 card kit. I'm finally getting around to doing some things with it. This is this, I think it was called the Small Things or Small Things as a card kit, and so I'm going to use a couple of the stamps out of the set, and that's basically it. So it's that simple. So I have one of the trees in there. There's a multitude of trees in the stamp set, and I've chosen the one that's got a bit of a little bit of a Scandinavian kind of look to it, which I love. I think it's very pretty, but this makes for a very simple card. It's got detail on it, but it's also a mostly solid image. So any images like this that you have, you can use to make very sort of simple but very effective and very graphic almost, but not graphic kind of cards. I know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully it'll make sense the more we go through this. So I have a couple of the positively saturated inks that I'm going to use. I literally just chose some colors that I had in my stash. These are all from the mini cubes are from past craft kits. And so the first one is Ocean, and I was just testing out on a piece of scrap paper whether I wanted to do first or second generation stamping. Depends how bright or vivid or sort of light you want your images to be. I chose to just go full power, full saturation color. So I've got the ocean color on there, and then I'm just, like I say, I'm just testing out the colors, see what I like, which generation, and I'm going to go in with the cabbage color. The colors I chose are just colors I think work with each other. They also kind of coordinate with the gems that I'm going to use on the card as well, which also come in the kit. And so I just kind of worked it from there. So this is how you can put colors together. If they're close on the color wheel, then they will work together. So if they're side by side, they'll work very well together. Opposite colors on a color wheel will also work very well together. So I like the cool tones of this, and that's kind of what I went for. So the third color is Petunia. It's not as purple as I was hoping, but I went with it, and I actually really like how this turned out. I've basically stamped 3 trees in a row, and I like odd numbers for things, whether it's, gems or sequence as as extra decoration, or whether it's a series of stamping the same image multiple times. Keep the numbers odd. It seems to work better, and it flows better. I don't know how or why. I don't know the science behind it, but it does, and it just makes sense. So I've now taken my my sentiment, and just deciding where I wanted to put it. I'm actually making a birthday card here, a winter birthday card, as you would have seen. And yeah, I really like how the words went across the stamped images. I just think it makes, I don't know, it just looks good. That's also, if I'd done them in the second generation stamping, the sentiment would also stand out a bit more. But this is a nice way to get basically a one layer card done. Makes it nice and super simple. Also, I have a piece of navy cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so the front of a standard A2 size card, which I'm now layering onto. And I had a piece of white cardstock already 1/4 inch smaller on top of that, which is what I stamped onto. That's as difficult as it gets. I happen to have those two stuck together already in my stash, so I just grabbed it. So maybe that's what you want to do, just to make it easier on yourselves. And so now that I have the main card, I mean, you could leave it like this and it'd be really nice. A really simple card. If I was going to leave it as is without putting any gems on it, then I would probably have made each of those layers a 1/4 of an inch smaller again, or maybe even another 1/4 smaller than that, because it would then highlight the stamped images even more. But because I wanted to add some gems on here, I kind of rolled with it and added them in. So these are the not positively saturated, the positively gems. I don't know, I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but they came in the kit as well, and they are in the same color tone. So there's blues, there's like a rich blue, a turquoisey color, a green, and a purple, and so that kind of inspired the card. So that's another way that you could easily find inspiration for colors if you don't have a color code book or something like that. I think there's probably lots of apps out there too that you could do, but that's another way to get that. If you've got like a mixed bag of gems or something, take inspiration from the colors in there, and that's it. That's how quick and simple this card gets. So yeah, I hope you try this. It's a nice technique, and you could easily do this in any color form you want. So until next time, guys, bye for now.